Morning, fellas. Happy Thursday morning to you. Hopefully, everybody's doing well on this great day. Got some coffee, got some donuts, bagel, ready to talk some sports, talk some sports betting. Let's go ahead and recap yesterday, then let's jump into the action today. Well, we're not going to do anything on hockey. Obviously, they're on a little bit of break, and no soccer interests me. There's only two games going on, but good basketball going on tonight. So we'll look to go ahead and get in some basketball bets. To recap yesterday, two soccer plays over 1.5 parlay added with a goal in that Manchester United Forest game. I guess if you looked at the box score, you thought it was relatively sweat-free, and two of those four legs were sweat-free. But Manchester United versus Forest, we were watching that game on TikTok Live, and guys, did anybody live bet Manchester United money line? I was sitting there watching that game, and they threw on Rashford, they threw on Martial, and they threw on Sancho. Martial and Rashford were enough for me. Live money line, minus 115, scooped that up, threw a good little bit on that. Hit a nice, easy winner right there. They got two goals within about 10 minutes of both Rashford and Martial being on the pitch. I'd love to see that right there. Then PSG, match against Montpellier. God damn, goals disallowed in the first half, missing penalty kicks. Thought two goals wasn't going to happen. And again, if you just looked at the box score, thought that one was sweat-free. That one was anything but sweat-free. They eventually got the goals they needed. PSG gets the 3 points that they needed and getting the win. But anything. That was super sweaty right there. So that was a cash double chance parlay. Five-legged parlay missed on Roma. Roma was the only leg that missed. Roma couldn't quite get the win there in Coppa Italia or get a draw. Hit our 2-unit play of the day yesterday. Favorite play of the day yesterday on the board. Jazz, 2-unit money line. Jazz came through, winning the game by 3. That's exactly what I said yesterday's show. I had them winning by 3. Different score, but they won 121 to 118. So covered the margin that I had. Good 2-unit cash. Wizards weren't involved in action last night. That game got postponed. Didn't matter anyways. Grizzlies couldn't knock off the Blazers. Kings money line came through, but Claxton goes from the ultimate heater to now he's on the ultimate cooler. Not lay off Nick Claxton. He was nowhere near over 2.5 blocks and steals. Herder, he didn't get over 2.5 made three-pointers, only get one. Barnes, he didn't get over 14.5 points. Or 16.5, I should say. He ended the game with 14. And then Marketing, though, he came through with the Jazz and cashing our 2-unit moneyline parlay. Thought the best advantage in that game was Marketing. Thought he would have himself a nice night, and that's exactly what he did. Going for 28 points when we needed over 24.5. So love to see that right there. Let's see if we can make some goddamn money today. Shit, I need to make some money today. If you're to the point where you're just fading my picks, not going to work out, long term, but there's certainly nothing suggests that it won't work out in the short term with the way things have been going around here. So you decide what you want to do. I'm looking to get back on it today and hopefully put some money in everybody's pocket. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Brandon, all the way from Texas. Hell yeah. Brandon, my man, welcome. The gent, what's going on? The books beat you up the last 2 nights. You can't afford the coffee emotion. We're gonna get it back today. Get it back today. Look at this soccer winner we had right here from Adrian. Leipzig over 1.5. Bayern over 1.5. They finally woke up, getting 4 goals, I think it was yesterday, in a 4-0 win. All right, Bayern. Now that's the Bayern we like. That's the Bayern where you can just take their team total over 2.5 and just watch the money just flow on in on a regular basis. Hopefully Bayern is back and you got them to hit a nice parlay. Barcelona and Betis both the score. Sweaty, but they got a late one right there on Barcelona. And then winning 2-1 and United over 1.5. And that was a 14-1, basically 15-1 payout. Hell yeah, Adrian. Nice hit. You're liking the Pacers tonight if Halliburton ends up playing. Yeah, I think you are going to have to wait a little bit longer on that injury confirmation, Alex. But yeah, going up against the Lakers tonight, I like it. Let's see what NBA bets we've got for tonight. Got a couple same-game parlays to share. Got some NBA bets to go ahead and share as well. Let's go back to some first quarter action and see if we can't do a parlay. A couple teams that I think should certainly get the win outright. But let's go ahead and tack on some points just because the money lines are just way too juicy and you can't play those separately. So if they're forcing me to do a parlay, now I'll go ahead and give myself some points. So we'll go ahead and do Bucks plus 3.5. They're taking on the Clippers. Bucks are 4th best in scoring. Meanwhile, the Clippers are on the opposite end. They're in 28th best scoring. So we're getting a big gap from an offensive standpoint. Defensive standpoint, it's about a wash. They're 7th and 9th in the table in terms of points allowed in the first quarter. But with the Bucks here at home, they get some nice advantages from the power forward position and the center position in terms of if you look at how maybe the Bucks may attack this Clippers. Well, we looked at one of their advantages is the power forward position because that's obviously where Giannis plays, and he's already generally going to have good nights most nights, but now you add in that that's a full-on advantage for him. Okay, so we like that Bucks plus 3.5. And then the other one is the Bulls parlaying that. They get all the advantages going up against this Hornets team. 12th in scoring, going up against 29th in scoring in the Hornets. Bulls come in at 12th in terms of points allowed. The Hornets are 26th in points allowed. So we get advantages both scoring and defense. So love that. So Bulls plus 2.5. And that parlay comes out at minus 134. Again, I don't think we need any of these points, fellas. I don't think we need any of these. But money lines are so damn juicy. Let's see if these two teams can't come through for us and getting some points. 3.5 and 2.5 points, respectively. We like Valanciunas over 14.5 points tonight for the Pelicans to take it on the Mavs tonight. Hell, he went up against the Mavs already twice this season, had 25 points, easy winner. Then he missed on the hook per se. He had 13 points and not technically on the hook, but when you're one basket away, or at least a 2-point basket away, that's kind of basically on the hook to me. So an easy win and a heartbreaker loss right there. Cashed in 2 of the 4 games against the Mavs last season. One of those was on the hook, where he lost with 14 points. So again, right around it. We know the Mavs struggle against the center position, 22.7 points, 60.8 field goal percentage and 14.4 rebounds. All of that is in the bottom third of the league. Just been atrocious versus the center position all season long. Cashed in 9 of 15 games so far in the month of January. Got to remove that one game where he got ejected in the first quarter. So 9 of 15 cashes in January, averaging 16.7 points in the month of January. Really having a nice month. Obviously, we turned the calendar to February, but I think he can carry that over into February and gets a great opponent here in the Mavs, the way they defend that center position. So I'll take Valanciunas over 14.5 points. And Julius Randle, this one looks just like, remember earlier this season against the Bucks, where if you looked at his game log, he would have only cashed this in 1 of 9 games, and we were asked, why the hell are we backing somebody when he would have only gotten a cash in 1 of 9 games? Well, he still got a good game log in terms of going over, but just like that tough matchup against the Bucks earlier this season, he gets another brutally tough matchup going against the Miami Heat, who defend that power forward position really well. Top third defense against the power forward position. And then we also like to look at, just like the Bucks are good at defending a three-pointer from a power forward, so are the Heat, which that matters with this 2023 version of Julius Randle, who is just jacking up three-pointers at an absurd rate. He should struggle tonight against the Heat, who only allow 1.8 made three-pointers to that power forward position. Game total of this one, guys, is 215.5. Easily the lowest on the board. The next one is 223. This is by far the lowest scoring game of the night in the NBA slate. And then look what he did last season against the Miami Heat. 2 outings, 11 points, and 11 points. Struggled just like the Bucks. So, this analysis is just like the Bucks. Good team against the power forwards. Continues to have bad history against the Heat, just like he had against the Milwaukee Bucks. And they defend the 3 really well, power forward, just like the Bucks. So it'll be sweaty. Remember, we got that cash. I think it was under 25.5 points, if I recall, and we won it on the hook. He ended that night with 25 points. This one's going to be sweaty just because of the volume and, just kind of how he is incorporated into that offense. So he'll get the opportunities. We'll rely on that good, tough defense in a matchup that, again, he struggled at. So give me Julius Randle under 24.5 points. And then we're going to go ahead and take a couple games. We'll take an under. We'll take an over. Bulls Hornets got it scored at 231. 231. 4 of the last 7 have stayed under 238.5. And here for Pelicans Mavs, I've got it scored at 230. I do have the Mavs winning by 4. 6 of the last 9 head-to-head have all gone over. So we'll do under 238.5 at Bulls Hornets. And then in Pelicans Mavs, we'll do over 223. And obviously both of those over on DraftKings. We've got some same-game parlay promos, fellas. You've got on TNT or over on FanDuel TNT. And then on DraftKings, it's the, sweat-free, whatever you want to call it, risk-free. If you lose, you get a $10 wager. As that recap showed, we've got $15 in arbitrage money. We'll spend 10 of it on DraftKings and 5 of it on FanDuel. Really want to target this one game. Maybe go 2-0, but just try and get at least one of these goddamn cashes. The other ones on DraftKings is pretty straightforward. Mentioned how the Bucks should have a good night from the power forward and center position. So we'll bank on both of those players having a good night. Brook Lopez, give me an alternate line. His real line is 13.5. Here in the same game parlay, we'll do 10.5. we'll say Giannis will have 25 or more points and give me an under 241.5. They should get really good matchup from the center position. So over on FanDuel, if Brook Lopez should have himself a night, we should be able to take advantage because we've got him scoring 15 or more points, getting a double-double as he'll grab 10 or more rebounds, and then under 113.5 points for the Clippers is how we'll do it. Both of those are risk-free. We'll go ahead and get a free bet back on both of those platforms should we lose it. That is how we're rolling tonight on the NBA, fellas. See what you guys are going to go ahead and roll with. Morning, Tim. Like Valanciunas rebounds over and maybe double-double too. I didn't quite like how his rebound numbers aren't consistent, and he doesn't have the rebound hit rate against the Mavs like he has the points hit against the Mavs. So I certainly looked at rebounds. I think a double-double is like plus 115. It was certainly enticing, but I just didn't quite get enough of him from a rebound standpoint. But I like it, Alex. Bucks are telling us that Golden State is resting all their starters tonight. Yeah, and what does that happen every time? Jordan Poole comes out and drops like a 50-burger and ruins that. It seems like that guy, anytime they rest the starters, it doesn't matter because Poole will just go, oh yeah, here's Alex right here, Poole party. And that's what happens. Like, take his over, take his over. Alex is right there. I just said it. That dude will go off. What's his total at tonight? I bet they do rest all their starters. That's what NBA teams do, and certainly the Warriors. Poole is, they don't have a number. So they're waiting. They're waiting to find out who's playing for the Warriors, and then Poole's number should be around 30. And to Alex's point, I bet he goes over. I bet he goes over. You had last night a Morant, Harden, Giddey triple-double parlay yesterday. You said it was close. Man, I hate that it was close and not a cash. Sorry, Alex. Sorry. Any soccer games today? You've got Real Madrid taking on Valencia. Real Madrid at home. Probably like a Real Madrid money line and probably like an under, but that one's a little tough. And then the other match is Lazio taking on Juve. Juve's look trash. I think Ciro Immobile, I think he's still out. Let me look. And then otherwise, those are the only two games today. No, it looks like Immobile is now questionable, so he could be back. So maybe you wait and see if you get lineups on that one, and that one could be maybe a both teams to score at over 2.5. I have not been impressed with much of what Juventus has been doing, though, at all. It's hard to really back Juventus, to be quite honest. Yeah, I have to wait lineups on that. I want to know if Immobile is playing. And then for Real against Valencia, I mean, should get it done. No real injury concerns for Real Madrid. Valencia, should I would think probably Real Madrid and an under 4 point. I didn't even look at, I wasn't too interested in what is Real Madrid money lines, 320. Even if you tack on an under, it's probably not going to get you anywhere. Maybe like a Real money line and then both teams to score in the Juve game. But again, I have to wait in lineups today. Speaking of soccer, Adrian, 3 p.m. Eastern time today, Matt and I will be doing the Premier League transfer window kind of recap and reactions and surprises and disappointments and winners and losers and all that fun stuff. And then we'll just roll that right into 4 p.m. Eastern time. We'll roll that into our weekly Between the Post show where we'll just talk all 10 Premier League games. So plenty of soccer to be talked about today, and we'll give out plenty of bets, obviously more on the Between the Post show, not the transfer window show. But nothing for soccer today, Adrian. I can't pre-lineups. I can't dabble in those two games. I need to at least see lineups before I'm willing to dabble in there. So that's how we'll do it. We have to have a nice night in basketball to turn some goddamn profit. God, just like to turn some profit, to be quite honest. Is that yeah? And then so that's it. Couple same game parlays, couple first quarters action, couple player props, couple totals, overs and unders. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get some mojo here before we roll on into the weekend, where I'm excited to put together another over 1.5 parlay. See if we can hit our what would now be 4th one in a row. We hit the one midweek, and then we've hit the 2 previous weekends. So see if we can't go on a nice 4-0 run there of a little over 1.5 parlay. All right, go enjoy your Thursday, fellas. Hoping like hell to help you guys put some money in your pocket. Enjoy your day. Good luck with your bets. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Set the table for Money Make It Weekend.